Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Amber, and today I am back with a review. And today I'll be reviewing this Gilded Abyss by Thorne. And this, I'm going to read the synopsis because it's been a little bit of time for me reading this. But this is about Sergeant Nixmar, who is a soldier, but she has this haunted past that she's trying to desperately leave behind, buried alongside old friends and ode flames. But unfortunately, even the icy ocean can't extinguish some fires. When Cassandra, everyone's favorite princess and Nix's loathed ex, requests Nix help investigating a massacre in the abyssal city of Fall, Nix refuses vehemently. Cassandra always gets what she wants, so she ends up being forced to be Cassandra's bodyguard. So she ends up boarding the submersible with Nix, and they can't deny the spark between them, but will Cassandra ever stop lying, and will they ever be able to resolve the issues between them? So, let me get back to my review. I really actually enjoyed this romance. It gets 4 stars. It's lesbian romance. I love it. I'm all here for that. I love the fact that it was slow burn. Oh shoot. And that it wasn't like everything was resolved like right away. Even when a certain thing comes up, it's not like an automatic, thing where like they, everything just is hunky-dory again. Like we have that constant conflict between these two. Okay, it took a bit because I was ready to go. I was ready to just like fight Cassandra for her, because like seriously, I thought Cassandra was all in the wrong. Of course she made mistakes, but even next steps, like she's dealing with a lot of grief and anger, and some of that anger is misplaced, and we see this throughout the book. And I just really enjoyed how their romance and the relationship kind of developed, and everything just like resolved itself in a way. Like it wasn't just this automatic resolve, even when things were like being dealt with. Like you thought that, oh, this was gonna be like that moment, but like no, they still had to deal with like certain things that were still not being talked about. And I just really enjoyed that. It really kept me going. Okay, because like I don't think I've ever read a book where like it's like this really absolute hate to love situation. Like she really does hate Cassandra at the beginning of the book, but by the end, obviously you know how romances go. It's there's no surprise at all. But there is more to this book than the romance, and what I like is that the romance didn't dominate everything. There is this whole mystery around the murders and stuff, and I guess it's this horror sci-fi type book, and I didn't know that there was horror in this. I didn't even recognize that this was horror when I was reading it. I was just so into like the whole who's doing this, who's behind this, all this stuff. And so yeah, I really liked the whole thing. Yeah, it's bloody, gory type stuff. Made my stomach queasy, but you would hope it would, right? So it did its job in doing that, and I like that the romance didn't dominate and overshadow that. I think that the author did a really good job to keep things going. But I did feel like the book ended abruptly. Okay, like it just was just too abrupt. You tell them. The ending was just too abrupt, and I didn't really like how it ended, because it was like 1 minute they were trying to survive, and then the next minute they were out of the situation. It felt like an end of a TV episode where like it just ends right there. But you have this expectation that you're gonna see the next episode, what I think. But with this book, it's enough for them to have a second book, but who knows when that's gonna be. Because we don't even see that on Goodreads. It shows itself as a standalone book, so we shall see. Off you go. But yeah, it's not like it was like a bad ending. I just thought that it was a bit abrupt. It could just like bam, done, and that was it. I was like, okay, that was really it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked Nix. sometimes I wish that when it comes to like books where like you don't exactly like the other characters, that you get the perspective to help you understand certain things, because it would have been nice. I also felt like there's a little bit of more tell rather than show when it comes to Cassandra's skills. Like we're supposed to believe that she's like really good at things, certain things, but yeah, it's a lot of tell rather than show in that way. But anyways, it is good. 4 stars. I will be reading more by this author. If you've read this author and you've enjoyed her, I would love to hear what your recommendations are. And since I did not go as long as I was expecting, I will talk about one other book. Hold on. I actually have the book, and that is They Called Us Enemy by George Takei. Sorry, it's a little nervous. But George Takei is the actor who is most well known for his role in the original Star Trek series, which I've tried to watch. I couldn't get far into it. I probably should have finished it. I do like Star Trek, especially Voyager, Janeway, 7 and 9. Okay, anyways. So this is his graphic memoir of his childhood when World War II and Pearl Harbor happens, and him and his family end up in the internment camps, as they were called. I feel like they're concentration camps. Let's just say what they are, right? But anyways, this book is definitely something that I think is good for like younger children. It reads very good, and it's a great way to like discuss these issues with your children, and so that our history doesn't begin forgotten. I will recommend also Farewell to Manzanar. That's a book that I read in high school. That was a book that was very well taught. I remember when I was in my first year of junior college, and my English class brought in two men who were survivors of the internment camps, and they talked to us a little bit about their stories. So that is ever present, and people are still alive, and I think that we love to try to ignore history, and that'll be something that I'll be talking a bit about in another review, but that is for then. We are here now talking about this. But anyways, I will just say I enjoyed the art style. When it comes to nonfiction, especially memoirs, I don't write them. I don't really do much with them. I will just say that I recommend this, and I think that it's important to remember our history. We are repeating history. We're constantly repeating history, it seems like, and it just makes me sick to the stomach thinking about that, but this is why these books are so important, and why banning books is so harmful, because without being educated, we do not have power to change, to change things. Anyways, I recommend, I would also recommend, as I said, Farewell Manzanar. I need to find that book again because I would actually want to read this. And if you have any books that talk about the Japanese Americans, internments, and anything around that history, I would love your recommendations, because I feel like I have not heard, I haven't seen any books about that. I'll do some Googling too, but I would love to hear your thoughts and your recommendations. Anyways, those are the 2 books that I have to talk about. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next review.